Alright, you battlers, you know what it is. JayDevin back at it with another Go Battle League video. So if you're like me and you're losing Swampert mirror matches when you feel like you shouldn't be, then this video is probably for you. So I've heard it mentioned a few times in like stream chats and on Twitter and whatnot, but I'm like, you know what? I don't care about those niche like IV dependent matchups because I can make up for that loss, I guess, with other Pokemon on my team, like Giratina, Mewtwo, whatever I'm bringing in my team at the time for a Go Battle League set, right? Well, I feel like this one's important. I feel like this one is important enough and it swings things enough in the Ultra League that I do need to make a video about it. I honestly don't know if someone else has already made a video on this. If you have, shout out to you, respect. I guess I'll put it in the link in the description below afterwards if someone throws it in the comments, but Swampert in the Ultra League, right? So the standard set of Mudshot, Hydro Cannon, and Earthquake. Things can swing. Things can swing with Swampert just depending on his IVs. So the overall total stat product that you want is the one on the left. It's like my right, but yeah, on the left. So the overall total, highest possible total stat products for the Ultra League in terms of the IV spread that you want. For bulk is going to be 0 attack, 14 defense, and then 13 stamina. That's going to be the rank 1 PvP IV, right? Which everybody assumes as and everybody thinks of as the best possible spread. The attack weighted, I'm sure there's got to be some break point in attack weighted Swampert IV spreads where those matchups do not swing. I'm really not sure what that matchup is, that spread is, honestly, and I don't know how to find it. So I guess also if you know what that point is, or if you know a way to find it, please let's get that figured out so we can look into things like this more often, because it's actually important. When, you know, some people say,
oh, it's not important, I don't care about PvP IVs.
Well, this is one of those things where if I'm trying to hit rank 10, I care. I do care because I don't want to be losing these matchups, right? So the attack weighted IV spread, again, as you can see, is 15 attack, 0 defense, and then 2 stamina. So you would think, like, just by looking at the spread, you would think all day, every day, the overall is going to win against the attack. That's simply not true in the Ultra League. I think it's because between the loss of attack and the overall stat product on that Swampert, and the overall gain of attack on the opposing attack Swampert, there's a break point there, or like a level where the overall, like the rank 1 is just not going to be doing enough damage, and the attack weighted is going to be doing so much damage that it simply is going to overpower the rank 1 despite its superior bulk, right? So here, as you can see too, by the time I'm recording this video, this is my current elo rating in the Go Battle League, so I'm still not quite at 2900, unfortunately. Bruh. I'm getting really, really close. I have been matched up now against a couple rank 10 players, so I don't know if if there is an algorithm or something, whatever the heck is going on with Go Battle League, then I guess it's starting to pick up a bit for me. But the simple notes here, as you can see, it's not a strategy. There's just visuals, or I guess notes I put on there. But the attack is going to take the mirror in basically all shield scenarios. It wins the 2 shield, it's going to win the 1 shield. Technically, if we are assuming that the matchup between the overall and the attack starts off at 0 energy and full HP on both Swamperts, then the overall is going to win. But that's one of those things where it's like the chances of that actually happening are so slim that you can't count on that. Like, it's really based on the simulations. It's safe to assume the attack is going to win the mirror every single time, which is crazy. Now overall, okay, yeah, so overall does take the 1 shield versus Giratina, and the simulation I ran, which you'll probably see here in a second, is assuming that it's going to be the new standard Giratina. If this is what ends up becoming meta, and or the standard is going to be a Giratina Ultra with Shadow Claw, Dragon Claw, and then Shadow Sneak. So the overall is going to win the 1 shield versus 1 shield matchup against that Giratina, whereas the attack weighted one is not going to. So, aside from losing the mirror, if you do have the rank 1 Swampert in Ultra League, you are going to take that matchup, and you would lose that matchup if you go for an attack weighted Swampert. So there are so many other matchups and scenarios to consider. There's really too much to look into, honestly, to put it into a video like this as an upload. I guess I really could. I could make a huge project out of it, but I don't know. I honestly just don't know if I have like the means and the resources, and honestly, I don't think I have the know-how to do it right now. So again, if you know how to look into things like that to make it simple, put it in a spreadsheet or something, please throw in the comments below, let me know. But then the matchups against the entire meta, I believe the overall rank 1 PvP IV Swampert still has more wins. I think it was around, in the 2 shield versus the entire meta, it was like 267 wins or something. And then with the attack, it was like 252, I want to say. I don't know. You'll see the sim on the screen, but it can be kind of considerable, because there have been some situations where I'm finding as I get closer to rank 10 and I face more competitive battlers, I'm used to seeing steel in the back, honestly, as I progress through rank 8 or through, I guess, rank 9, getting close to rank 10. I see a lot of steel in the back, whether that's Registeel or Melmetal. A lot of times people want to keep it in the back. So with that being said, like, the next dimension or the next layer on top of that is, okay, that would be your natural response, right? And it's exactly what I did, to be honest. So if I'm seeing a lot of steel in the back over the past few sets, I'm just going to include Swampert in my team, and I'm going to keep Swampert in the back. And as I've progressed and my elo rating has improved, I've started to see that that my opponents are also keeping Swampert in the back, and I will be in a 1 shield versus 1 shield scenario, and then I just lose because they probably have an attack weighted Swampert, and or they hit whatever breakpoint there is with that attack versus the lack of attack on my rank 1 PvP IV Swampert for Ultra League. And I mean, it's kind of frustrating. It is. I think that's honestly, that might even be why I haven't hit, not rank 10, but that might even be why I haven't hit 2900 yet. There were, I believe, 3 battles out of all my sets for today that I lost in a mirror match to another Swampert, when I feel like I shouldn't have lost. I was like, what? How is this possible? Like, I hit excellent on the bubbles. We didn't have any shields. There was a matchup I lost where we both had 1 shield. And I started to look into it, and I was like, oh, you know what? I remember people talking about the PvP IV spread matchups, and especially the mirror match with the Swampert in Ultra League, and that's it. Now I'm being punished because I don't have, an attack weighted or the breakpoint Swampert for Ultra League. I definitely need to get one. I think I may already have one. It's really just a matter of investing into it and using the Stardust, which I think I've recouped at this point from investing into the Melmetal, so I probably need to make that happen so that I don't keep losing these Swampert mirror matchups, dude.
Bruh.
That's crazy. I never thought that would happen, honestly. So yeah, just a few simple things to consider. Again, like I said, there probably are tons and tons of other matchups that Swampert, I don't know, against the entire meta, there's only like a 20 matchup difference. So I guess there, are roughly 20 matchups that you win and or lose based on the PvP IV spread of the Swampert that you bring in your team, if you even bring a Swampert. So look into that. Again, all the simulations and everything that I looked at as far as data and what I ran is through pvpoke.com, link in the description below. If you'd like to look more into this whole Swampert situation, you're more than welcome to. Also consider supporting PvPoke on Patreon. But yeah, that's crazy. Since we got the upgrade or the buff, with the latest move update, I actually have run into a couple Sceptiles in Ultra League, which was pretty crazy. Honestly, it didn't really give me problems. It forced a shield, I think, in one of my battles, but it didn't really give me problems. It wasn't anything game-changing. But what is game-changing is losing these Swampert mirror matchups because of my PvP IV spread. So yeah, that's it for this video. This was kind of a shorter, simpler, to-the-point video, more so to like convey this if you end up watching this video and you're trying to actually hit rank 10 in the Go Battle League. If you're noticing this and you're wondering why, if you think it's lag or your opponent hacking, like, that's not what's going on. It literally just might be an IV difference between the opponent's Swampert and your Swampert. So I was kind of happy when I found out, to be honest, because I was pretty frustrated. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty tilted. I was like, how did I lose, dude? How did I lose? But battlers, that is it for this video. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you feel my vibe. Power up, punch the notification bell for all the PvP content. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good stinking day.